Welcome, gents, to week 4 of Road to 2 mil. We've got quite a lot of things to go over today. Not as quiet of a week as last week. Okay, getting straight into the mix though, because I don't want to waste anyone's time. You already know the formatting. You've probably watched the previous week, so I'm going to assume that. If you haven't, click here for the previous weeks. Boom. 200Ks of Titan Capital. Okay, that was our DCA for this week. And then we blew, so we did blow an account. We blew one Lucid and we replaced that as well, okay? So current standings for the evals is 2,150,000, okay? Now, the current standings for the past is 1 million, but I've got one important thing to say about this because it might be different if you count a certain thing. So, let's go through, and I'll show you why that might be different now. Let's go through my journal of what went down last week. So number one, like I said, we got 200Ks with Titan Capital. That was the first thing. We blew one Lucid and we replaced it, okay? Then we got max winning day on 10th of March on NQ Shorts. That was a 1R New York session win. That was the max winning day on my TraderFi evals, if you look here. So these were up 1.5K, so that's nice. That's the max winning day for them. Then, and see, this is why a lot happened here, and we'll go through all the trade recaps, of course, in the laptop segment. The second trade we took on the 11th of March was a MEC loss. So on NQ MEC, that was on a 50K of ACG and a 200K of ACG and a 10K, so that was a loss. Okay, we'll go through the executions later. Then we got a 0.3R win on the LRV with NQ, just because there was news. So that would have been on London session. So that was on the top step accounts, 550Ks, and then also the Lucid Live and the Lucid evals as well. Then another trade, we got an EU1R win. And if you notice, there is nothing on the instant funding section, because I broke Equity Edge's rules already. They had one rule which said you couldn't risk over 1%. I broke that because I got slipped over 1%. I risked 800 and got slipped $300. So that was that rule. Then you had another rule where you can't copy trade 2 instant fundings at once. And that's what I did on the first 2 trades because I didn't see that rule. So they're gone now. This is pretty redundant. So that's happened with that, okay, just to let you know. But that EU1R win was before that happened. Then to finish off the week, we had a 2.6R hybrid Euro USD short. Okay, and we're going to go over those trades specifically. But what that short did, okay, that short passed me a 100K FTMO, but I need the trading days. Now, these aren't profitable days, they're just trading days. So that'll be done by Monday. Then I got a 5ers, 100K phase 2, but that needs 0.5% profitable days. 2 more of them, okay? Then I passed 2 funded next, 100K phase 2s, which just need 2 more trading days. Not profitable days, just trading days. Then I passed a funded next phase 1, which bumped it up to phase 2. That's fully ready. I passed a Blue Guardian phase 1, which just needs trading days. I passed a Equity Edge 2 phase 1s, which are now phase 2. So they were passed as well. I passed a Titan Capital 200K phase 1. And then I also passed a QT 200K phase 1. I'm just going to summarize that once again. So that 2.6 risk to reward EU trade passed. Funded next phase 2 needs trading days. Another funded next phase 2 needs trading days. They're both 100Ks. A funded next phase 1, which is done. 100K 5ers, phase 2 needs trading days. 100K FTMO, phase 2 needs trading days. 200K phase 1 QT needs trading days. 200K Titan Capital, phase 1 needs trading days. And then finally, a 200K Blue Guardian, phase 1 needs trading days. I also took this trade on my big live account and my small live account. On my small live account, I risked 333 and got 1K in return. Just a little bit of insight. On that small live account, I deposited 2K on November 21st, and it is now, as of filming this video, Saturday, the 14th of March, and I am now on 5K balance. So that's just doubled and a half, which is nice, 150% gain on that account-ish. So that's pretty nice, okay? So, possibly, okay, and this is just obviously at the time of this video, currently we're at 1.05, but the title of this video could be 1,300,000. Because by Monday, 3 of those 100Ks should be loaded and fully passed. One of them, however, isn't guaranteed. So the one that isn't guaranteed, I'm not going to count because I could lose it, but it needs 0.5% days, 2 of them, okay? So if the title of this video is 1,300,000 in funding, or 1,350,000 in funding rather, then they're passed by the time we've edited this video, and I'll put the certs here. Should be an FTMO there should be a funded next phase 2 here, and a funded next phase 2 there, fully past these 3, okay? And then the 5ers will come when it comes, okay? And then maybe the QT phase 1 as well, and then the Blue Guardian phase 1 just needs trading days, so they'll come up as well, okay? So that's really nice, and then Titan Capital. That's really nice, so we might be on 1.35, but obviously this needs the trading days, so that's really sick. That's really, really sick. Pretty gassed with that. and obviously just waited for my probability. With the hybrid model, I haven't had a trade since the 20th of Feb up until yesterday. Stayed patient, stayed disciplined, boom, now we're like 12.7R up on the hybrid, so it's going quite well. MEC is 1.2R up this year, and then MEC NQ is like minus 3.7R down. LRV, London session, is like 6R up. LRV New York is about 1R down, missed loads of trades there. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to the laptop seggers to go over all the trades taken on the laptop, breaking down each one other than the LRV, but we'll break down that EU trade. I'll show you my journal. I'll go through some execution stuff, and then we'll get to it, lads, all right? Okay, but before we go over that, let's announce last week's giveaway winner. The keyword in last week's video was pool ball, and you had to use it in a sentence, okay? That was dropped in. As you know, I do giveaways every single week for these videos. There's a keyword dropped in randomly in the video, and you have to use it in a sentence, okay? So I'm screen recording on my phone right now. Let's load up all the comments, and then we'll choose randomly one, and then I'll give you my Discord in the comments, and you just add me up on Discord, reply to me in DMs, and then just show me the fact that, boom, you are the one with the YouTube account, and then we can get ripping, okay? So let's scroll through, load them all up. Oh, we've just gone off there. Okay, so there's 40 comments here. Boom. Sophia Rose, you have won the giveaway. DM me on Discord at Berg68, okay? Boom. Show proof that you've done that, and then I can give you that account. It will be with ACG or Alpha Futures, either or. Great stuff, lads. Boom. Let's go into the laptop segment now, where we're gonna go through all of the trades. I'll see you on there. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Let's not mess around. We're in my journal here. So this was that Euro trade that made a lot of noise for me, past all those evals that we just went over, okay? And then here is an NQ trade that I lost, that I talked about, that NQ MAC. We'll go over that. And then here is the LRV. Obviously quite a few trades from the LRV, 3 trades there, okay? Did get 3R on the trail. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I think I noted it down wrong. I got 3R on a trail there. We had some really strong volume, so my trail worked quite effectively. And then there were 2 trades for the New York session pairs here, and then 1 here, okay? These were all the trades, okay? But before we get onto the trading section, I just want to do a TTC trader spotlight just for 1 second, just because I want to show how proud I am of the entire team. Sticking through hard times, being patient when their impulses tell them not to be, and just overall making a change to become a professional. And I just want to spotlight all of these guys in the TMB Money Chat who are part of the team. And it's just phenomenal. Rio with a payout, Harvey passing a couple of phase 1s, but that's just the start of it. A lot of phase 1s here, but we've got a full pass for Beta Cloud Dave. TJ ripping it up with 3 passed accounts, 1 phase 1, 2 phase 2s, okay? Brilliant to see, really, really inspiring. Naz G ripping up 2 phase 2s, really proud of him. Here are also all of the executions for that 3R trade. I do obviously post them in the group just to prove that I'm taking this trade on all of my accounts. This was taken on around 20 accounts, okay? I think about 7 evals, the rest are live, okay? So here are all of the C-Trader stuff. We're just gonna go through that now. Flash through them. You can pause the video on each one if you want to investigate it. And I'm gonna go through the account balances as well, once I've done this little spotlight, so you can see what balances all of my accounts are at. This is obviously the summary of all of what I've passed here, a few certs here and there. But let's scroll through, because my success on this trade wasn't what I wanted to focus on. Joe Caton, waiting for a payout. Insane from Joe. Hopefully he passed the rules. Hopefully he doesn't get denied. But Joe's really made a change in his trading, and I'm really proud of you. So if you're watching this, Joe, I really appreciate the professionalism that you're bringing into trading now, which is just so different to what you were doing before. I'm really proud of you, mate. So that's really good. Got a couple more phase 2s here. We'll keep going. CJ passing, just so sick to see from CJ there. Jay Hyatt here was from yesterday. And these are some more certs here. Minimum trading days, yeah, 400k in funding for me there. Payout from Sean, amazing, bro. Like, this guy balances having a baby on the way, having a child already, a 3-year-old, and he still is managing to get payouts, even whilst he's working and busy. Hopefully his transition towards being a full-time trader happens sooner rather than later, but I'm really proud of him. And we're just going to keep going through. More payouts from Rio, TZ Fred, more funding. A payout for Jake. Been in the group for like 5-6 weeks now, so really good to see he's finally got a payout. Obviously, it's a minor payout at the end of the day. He still needs to keep pushing, and he still has a lot of work to be done, but nevertheless, bro, nice little $600 piece, good proof of concept for Jake there, so that'll give him some confidence moving forward into the markets in the future. And then we're just going to keep going through. I mean, all of these are from 2 days ago, bro. So all of those certs that we've just scrolled through are from the last 2 days. Pretty generational. pretty generational. If you aren't already like trading with a group, now please don't act like this is me trying to get you in my group, but just get with any like good, solid, transparent group. It's so good because when you lose together, and when you win together, and when there are situations that you need to face as traders, you can face them together. So it's really nice to see. Cole Knight, who's behind the camera right now making a coffee, he got a 1.4k payout like 5 days ago. He's just been able to get another payout with that 3R win. If obviously CB, if the rules get passed, we'll see if that happens, but well, I'm sure he'll show you that. Tyler last week with a 2.2k payout. Nice to see. Okay, really nice to see. But we'll get into the trade recaps now, because we've just gone through a nice little spotlight from all my favorite traders in the group. So we'll first go over that 2.6R win on EU, just because it's fresh on my chart. Now, we did try to trail this, but as you can see, we got tapped out on the trail just ever so slightly, which is fine, part of the game. But nevertheless, what we had here was London highs get taken right here. Our bias on the hybrid was bearish. Okay, our bias on the hybrid was bearish. We had boom, sweep, bearish candle formed. We formed the fake out zone right here, boom, and then we got tapped in on the fake out zone. Now, if you want a PDF on the fake out because you don't understand it and all the other confluences on the entry model, if you just join the free Discord, which is in the description, and you put in your email on the verify section, you'll get emailed the PDF automatically, completely for free. Okay, I don't want anything from you from that. So boom, we had sweep, fake out, break of structure was a bit later. So we had a break of structure to the downside after the most recent fractal with the fractals indicated by Rachel T. And then as we had that break, I then measured the fib tool on the range. So highest point in current session to the lowest point made after the BOS. And we got wicked in really nicely on the 0.618 level there. Zero drawdown, straight to take profit. Okay, really, really nice to see. So this was that trade. Now let's go through some account stuff of that trade. So let's go through number one, Titan Capital. Like I said, we got a nice 16k win there, passing phase one in one trade. Last 3 months, I'll go to the last 6 months so you can see all the trades on these accounts. Trying to be transparent as possible. Boom, okay. And then we have what? Another hybrid here, 10k. As you can see, I'm 18% up. This is live. Then another 10k here, 8% up. This is live. Another 10k here, nearly 11% up, 10.7% up. This is live. 50k here, which is 1k in drawdown. Once again, took this trade though, all live here. Then 52.7k. This is live on a nice win streak on this account, EU only. This is really, really solid stuff. And then all the other accounts are obviously down on this C trader here, other than this Quantecal. These are evals though. Boom, this is that Quantecal passing, okay? And then these two are up here. So the other Quantecal, sorry, is up. But then all the Mac accounts are down. Well, the ones that trade Mac and Q are down, okay? Are we real? Look, boom, 9k in drawdown there. Pretty annoying, but whatever. That's just how it goes. Now let's go through the dashboards. So on FTMO, we took that trade as well. On a fresh 100k live, let's move my camera out of the way. As you can see, 4k gain, and this is passed. 4k gain on this account. And then we'll go back. And then on, this is that phase two that I just passed. Like I told you earlier, FTMO phase two, just need the trading days here. Boom, as you can see, passed on the profit target there. And then we've got a 100k phase one, which is down from last week, which is fine. And then a 100k passed, which is 2.8k up in profit. This has obviously been live traded, as you can see, okay? So this is what those accounts are looking like. We'll go through the other dashboards because a lot of the stuff is on MetaTrader. So obviously you won't be able to see that on the screen recording. So let's go through funded next. Let's go account overview. So as you can see, P2 profit target, 2 P2 profit targets, and then a P1, which got passed and turned into a P2. So P2 profit target, boom, as you can see, just need 2 more trading days like I mentioned earlier. And then the other one, I don't know which one I clicked on there. The other one needs trading days. Let's just click on the opposite one just in case I just double clicked on the same one. Okay, as you can see, boom. And then we can go onto the dashboard here and it says, look, pass this in 1 trade, so need another 2 trading days there. Fivers need a new 2 profitable days. So that's why I've not guaranteed this has passed. You did just see that there, but it refreshed. That's why I didn't guarantee this has passed, because I still need 2 profitable days of 0.5%, which is not guaranteed. Equity Edge, as you can see, failed that instant, and then the other one is failed with a niche rule, so it's not going to obviously show it's failed. But then past these 200Ks, stage 1, and then now I'm on these 200K stage 2. Blue Guardian, as you can see, profit target. Trading days need to be done. Need 3 more of those. So there you go there as well. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. I'll Quantecal as well. That's pretty much everything in terms of the credibility check from me. The LRV trades, I'll show you the executions on my top step history for those. We are still pretty just floating around break even on the top steps, man. Just floating around at break even, which is fine. Just got to stay patient. You never know when you're going to get that heater. You never know when you're going to get that win streak. But yeah, we are just literally break even. Look, minus $46 for the month. Last month was minus 300, and then the previous month was plus 100. So just really floaty on this piece. These ones are a bit more down, but they have more drawdown. So it makes it just equally the same. Okay, and then these are the Lucids at the moment. They are all in drawdown as well. Okay, they're all in drawdown around $700. These are all evals, so no big deal. And then we also have the Tradeovate, Tradeify, and Lucid accounts. Now that NQ trade that I mentioned earlier, this one right here, this was taken on a Lucid live. This was the only account that this was taken on because we had a power cut. My limit orders weren't adjusted, but the only one that was able to be filled was Lucid at the time. Okay, so I got lucky. I mean, I got lucky. I got filled on an account that I probably shouldn't have been filled on, but it just wicked me in, and it was the position that I was meant to take, but the limit order was in slightly the wrong position, which is fine. But yeah, we ended up getting a really nice winning day on this account. If we go over to account summary, you can't, it's really crap how the Tradeovate do this, I'm not going to lie. Their viewing of account status is really rookie. So anyway, but it's like $400 up this account. So yeah, there you go. There are pretty much all the account statuses. This was that 3R banger. We can go through another trade. Did we take any other non-LRV trades here? Here we are. 11th of March. We'll go through this NQ loss. We did get slammed into the dome, which is just fine. It's just going to happen. This was this NQ and New York loss here. Boom. Right there. 13th. That was this. Look, as you can see, New York crossover rule on this LRV trade. Okay. And then we got filled here. And then we got stopped out right here, which is fine. It was taken on 2 Tradeify evals, just evals. They're still up though. And the Tradeifys are up quite a bit. I think they're up to a K each, which is just nice. But yeah, go to the 11th now. Let's see, where was it? Let's have a look at the date here. That's why journaling's so powerful. You can just find the dates of all your trades. 11th on NQ. I don't have the specific entry time. Must have been lazy. I need to put that in now. May as well do that now on the little recording here for you boys. Comment below as well any improvements that you want to the series. Any ways of being more transparent, even though I'm showing everything. But if there is, if you're still thinking that I'm not showing enough, I'm sure there's more to show. I think I'm showing pretty much more than most people though, but we can still show more. Marking out all the session times here. We'll do a full little breakdown for you boys. So on New York, let's skip forward into New York Open. Bias on the MAC, because this was a MAC trade, was bullish because the most recent break of structure was to the upside right here. So we're bullish on the bias. Then we come in to New York Open and we're marking out previous session lows. So we've got London lows here and we're going to be waiting for those to get swept. Those get taken out right here. Okay, so these lows get taken out. Now I do count equal lows as a sweep. That's just a rule with my model. It wasn't equal lows anyway. It went slightly below. Okay, measure out the fake out zone, previous plus current session range, high to low. Boom, and we've tapped that fake out zone there. So the fake out zone was created with this bullish candle, and then this bearish candle tapped it. So now we can wait for our bullish confirmation, which is a break of structure to the upside, using the fractals indicated by Rachel T, which is right here. Now, let's go on the fib tool, measure up the lowest point in current session to the highest point made after the BOS. We'll keep extending the range. And as you can see, we had some really big volume coming through, and we got tapped out in one candle, and I did get slipped on this as well. Okay, so this was that loss, and then I showed you that win, and then all the LRV things, as you know, I keep it private just to the group, just because it's like a niche model that we have with the VIP. But anyway, okay, hope you enjoyed this Road to 2 mil episode. I really enjoyed it. Okay, I've obviously gained 300k in funding, pretty much guaranteed, just need trading days. And then for the rest of it, I need 2 more profitable days on fibers, and then I've obviously the rest for phase 1s. Okay, so nothing guaranteed there. I'll give you another update later on in the week with what funded evals I'm buying and such, but you need to comment below what firms you want me to go with, because there are so many firms that I don't know about that you yourself might have experienced to be good and that are worth me trying out. Or if you think a firm's quite shady, throw it my way. I might not mind trying it out anyway. The key word for the giveaway in this video, all right, is toothpick. So if you can use toothpick in a sentence, you'll be entered for the funded account giveaway, and I'll be able to send it you over in Discord DMs, okay? So with that all done and said, hope you enjoyed today's video. We gained 300k in funding this week, pretty much. So I'm pretty gassed for that. Hopefully by the time this is edited, I have the certs and I have the actual funding. Like I said, it's on the fence at the moment because of trading days, but if it's in the title, you know the score. Peace, love and unity, everyone. Have a great rest of your week whenever you're watching this video. If you aren't already, I really urge you to join the free community. There's no skin in the game, there's no barrier to entry, and you can get involved with us boys, learning the strategy, trading the model, and overall just having a good time trading, okay, and becoming more of a professional one day at a time. Peace out, everyone. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll speak to you boys later.